the heart chakra is coming through big for this, okay, this message. So you might be connecting with the colour green or even pink quite a lot, so that emerald. Yeah, heart chakra is the Anahata chakra. Let's see, what is this message about? Who is it for? That's beautiful. I'm seeing the number 6 as well, and 6 is connected to Venus, actually. The planet Venus, so love, pleasure, that kind of thing. King of Fire. So that is within the next 7 days. And then you've got Chariot. So something is moving forwards within the next 7 days. Someone's got this newfound determination, this willpower, this success on their mind. They're going to take action within the next 7 days with whatever this is, okay? It's like they're allowing them, as they're connected to the their beautiful heart space. So clearly something has happened. We'll find out more with tarot, but they're seeing their direction. They're seeing their direction, and it's kind of like, oh my God, the desire is just unmatched. Emperor, Queen of Fire, lots of fire. Okay, so this is that very much that divine masculine energy, which is the one who takes action, who makes a decision, takes us action. They're becoming way more action oriented. So maybe some things have been on their mind quite a lot. But especially over these next 2 weeks, 7 to 14 days as well. So they're going to take action within the next 7 days, and it's going to unfold over the next 7 to 14 days. So clearly what they want to take action towards, it's kind of like, it's going to be something they're going to need to see how it goes. They're feeling very much in their leadership energy right now. Something has clearly gone their way. Something that's really allowed them to, maybe something's been, something that was holding them, a weight that was against them, is kind of been removed. You know, there was something, some false information or something has been cleared, okay? Even if it was their own, something about their own addiction maybe or something, but let's see. They're feeling ready to move forward. They're feeling in that beautiful, you know, energy of, I know where I'm going and I'm going to get us there. Oh my God, Venus, the Empress. Oh my God, an Emperor and Empress, whoa. Okay, trusting divine timing. That's really important. So whatever this is requiring anyone involved to trust divine timing, which tells me that actually you have reached that point where you are surrendered to divine. You're allowing the divine involved. This is timeless, whatever's taking place. Right about now, divine is very much taking the lead and orchestrating a lot here, which is why whoever this energy is, they're taking the reins because they've been given some kind of divine guidance. Maybe it's to do with this Empress energy, you know, that love, pleasure, beauty, attraction, charm. They're really getting fueled by this energy. And this, you know, it's that divine feminine energy you feel within you that guides you on what action to take. And it's a divine masculine that's like, okay, let's get prepared and take the action. That leads that action in 3D, right? Wow, the element of spirit. You could very well be connecting with your own beautiful spirit guides as well, you know, divine spirit. Okay, so the star, inspiration, altruism, hope, faith, healing. There's a lot of power in this. I'm feeling really hot, like there's this fiery energy. Yeah, someone is literally, it's like they've taken their time to regain their faith, and they needed to because they were clearly going through something. Something's developing here. It looks like some kind of communication or something that they're it's like, right, that's what it says, mentally active, and that's what I meant. It's like they've been so mentally active, and now it's trying to 333 put that into action. They're feeling very positive about this forward movement. They've got a lot of hope in it. This is why they've got that willpower as well, because it's kind of like it's like they're what's the word, you know when like you're someone's cheerleader, it's like they're their own cheerleader right now. It's very beautiful, yeah, because it's of their internal strength card. Leo energies as well, so Leo, Aquarius axes. Courage, confident, persuade. They feel like they're in a very persuasive energy as well. So wherever they want to move, they've got like this persuasive energy. So it's like, yes, they're the leader, but also they're able to kind of make things go their way. But because they're in that beautiful divine masculine emperor energy, it's actually that it's kind of like way more divinely aligned than just like something that's manipulative or whatever. It's not that at all. They're way more in they're in their strength. They've been gaining a lot of wisdom here. Yeah, Taurus, the Hierophant, that's doing things the right way, the right thing. So definitely not something, you know, that they're trying to like manipulate or anything at all. They've been gaining a lot of wisdom, and there's something about their power. I think maybe there's something about respect that they've gained, you know, maybe for themselves. For the Empress that was coming through as well. Okay, so the Tower's come out here, and that's come out with those next 7 days. So there's something coming through, sudden change. Again, action is literally unlike so many of these called action. There's desire driving this. There's desire. Let's get another one. I just want to confirm because that tower can go either way. Oh my God, the Prince of Fire. King of Fire and Prince of Fire. So that's autumn time and Sagittarius energy as well. So within the next 14 to 30 days, okay. So whatever this tower is, it's coming in the next 7 days. It's going to unfold over these next 30 days, okay. And it's going to allow someone to get way more action oriented, and that, you know, that determination, that willpower towards where they want to go. It's going to be reignited, if you will, or at least there's going to be more fuel for the flames, you know, in a positive way. Because like I say, someone's feeling very hopeful here. There's a really positive energy. That's why that tower is really interesting. So maybe it is a really beautiful, positive tower, okay? Oh, the Lovers, Gemini. Okay, so clearly... Okay, so this is the setting up of this. Over the next... as this year, as 2025 closes out, by the end of this year, whatever this is, they're going to be full speed ahead with it. Full speed ahead. It's like that. It's getting there. It's gaining momentum right now, okay? The Fool, and that's come out with the Emperor. They're going to take that leap of faith. Wow. There's some kind of opportunity, and they're going to seize it. They're going to seize it. That is divine masculine. That's like, yep, not holding back. I see that opportunity. I know it's mine. I'm going for it. It's really beautiful. I can feel it. It's like, wow, it's really exciting. So I think they're way more holding themselves down. Like, they got this, you know, so much more solid and secure. The Moon, High Priestess. So yeah, they are allowing their intuition to guide them right now. Their inner knowing. They're not telling everyone their business, their plans, or anything like that. They know. It's like that chess piece, you know. They know when to make the move, and they know what move they need to make. Okay, and it's not easy. I think that the Hanged Man has come out with the divine timing. So it's been a while. You know, someone's been almost like they've had to understand their own escapist ways, and they've tried to want to escape their reality, but the devil there. So whatever it is that they've been handling, it's very much kept them in almost like a state of illusion, you know, even not faith, you know. And this is what they've had to heal through. Let's get another one for that one. They've had to understand. I think they've been going on a very personal, very much a spiritual awakening, very personal journey where they're understanding their spiritual, if you want to say that, self. Yeah, allowing things to, again, this is it, allowing things to unfold. It's all leading up to the right opportunities. There's opportunity again. So there's definitely going to be some kind of enjoyment coming, some kind of celebration where there's expansion. But it is about allowing this to unfold the way it needs to now. Not pushing, not pressuring, you know, not forcing. I think this is why they're sitting in divine masculine, because they know that it's not about excessive control and trying to force and make things my way. I've got the power. It's not that. It's like, okay, I see my opportunity and go for it. I'm going to allow things to... They've understood the balance of surrender. Okay. There's definitely something about communication, though, that's important. That was Mercury as well. Put on the deck. Wow, beautiful. Winter's going to be really important here, you know. Solar flash, yeah. This is their healing with the star. They're seeing things in totally different perspective. It's like they're shifting dimensions and even understanding different dimensions better, you know. And this is what they've needed to do by themselves. This is what anyone else couldn't have gotten involved in this. This is what you need to allow people the time and space to become who they need to be by themselves, to have their own enlightenment, their own realizations, because that's exactly what's allowed this person to have their ascension, up-leveling massively, especially in that heart space that keeps coming through. Okay, Virgo energy. So that's come out with the Strength card, the Leo card. So this again is autumn time. So I think this has been going on for a year. I'll get another one for that. I think it's some kind of cycle they've really been closing out for a year. Okay. And this is what's allowing them to become more solid and more grounded in their confidence. Because it's true. It's not something made up. Like, it's not just an external mask. It's their truth. Another Virgo card, the Hermit. Solitude, soul-searching, enlightenment. That's what they've been doing for the past year. Whoever this is. Beautiful energy. Again, the Moon wanted to come out. High Priestess. Intuition, inner knowing, silence, secret. So maybe if you're connected to somebody, some person, and you internally, you know this. You see that this is what they're going through. You have this feeling, you know. But I think that what you're not going to be able to see is when they're going to take this action, because this is so much on them. It's like, I can't even explain the level of which this has been such a personal journey. They've had some profound awakenings here. It's really beautiful. So allow this to unfold. You know, yeah, Death card straight away. Absolute change. Scorpio season as well. And with that High Priestess coming out in the moon and Virgo, there's a lot of intuition on the table right now. Massive, okay? So being intuitively led, learning how to trust that intuition. With this Death card, Scorpio energies, there's definitely some kind of change taking place, not just internally, which is what we've been uncovering here, but the external, and that's where that Tower's coming in. Next 7 days, unfolding over the next 30 days, the next month, okay? So, wow, huge shift. Yeah, this is a time for... pause for somebody. It has been a time for pause. Obviously they're getting prepared to take action with everything that we've been seeing, but yeah, they've been in non-action for a while, you know. Yeah, finally getting the rewards of their labor. Nine of coins. So 9 could be important, but I think this is it. This is why they're getting so prepped and hopeful about this action that they're going to take, because they know that actually not only are they ready, they feel so much more like they're going to be received in the right way as well with whatever they're moving towards. Yeah, 10 of Swords in reverse, changing the outcome. Two of Wands for a new path to be opened up, charting a course. So definitely somebody who they've understood a lot of what's happened in the past and the reasons why they happened based off them. Knight of Cups swallowing their heart, right? This new path forward is definitely going to be, you thought something was done and it was done in a not a great way, and now it's like, hold on a second, no, let's alchemize that. This is someone who's literally going to regain the power. They have been regaining that power and do things differently. So it's not like they've taken the eyes off the prize. That's really interesting here. So they're understanding things differently. What they thought they might have had to let go of is actually not the case. Got the Queen of Wands here and then the Queen of Cups as well. That's really interesting. Could we have fire and water? Got Ace of Cups, so beautiful. Overflowing love here, okay, is coming through for this energy. I think that maybe, let's just get another one to confirm. Queen of Wands. Because Queen of Wands is actually in reverse, so that can be really, it says my way or the highway, you know. So the love of money. Okay, so they had a choice here. They had a choice. It was either love or money, and I think that they chose several in the past. They chose what things look like, how things need to be, and you know, just money. Truly, I think just how things look on the external was a big deal here, and that's what they chose in the past. And now they're understanding with the Six of Coins and then the Moon again. When I say they've been going into, and the Chariot again, their internal mind, I mean, they've been having a complete mindset shift, okay? This is why their heart is suddenly now gaining this strength of will to drive them forwards, because they're understanding that where they chose, there was no equal give and receive. They're seeing their forward movement, they're seeing direction, they're seeing it with that Queen of Cups. The Queen of Cups is it says creative, you know, the creative idealist. She has this beautiful heart space that's really overflowing with that love that was coming through, right? And it's unconditional, so she's not going to hold you back, you know, she's not going to stop you. Her love is it streams. It's just in her essence is who she is, right? And with the subconscious mind here, with this moon, when I say someone's really understanding that their emotional landscape has been so out of balance, they're understanding, and this is why they're suddenly getting that drive. Okay, wow, yeah, Knight of Wands swept off your feet. I think this is what they want to move towards with. This is why the action was coming through so heavily. 333 again, really important. Let's get some clarity for these beautiful cards. Okay, so there's definitely this energy of feeling abandoned. Okay, maybe someone had abandonment moons and this is where they're changing things, okay? But I do think that maybe they acted in this way. The Tower again. Okay, so Ace of Wands. So this is where they're learning how to not take action. So when I said that there's been a pause, it's because they've been learning that their reasons for acting and moving were very unhealthy. They were not led by purpose and, you know, divine purpose, a healthy drive within you that's like, yeah, let's go. It was more like just needing an outlet and, you know, very self-focused and very kind of maybe even very much led by unhealthy energy. So like not honoring their sacred sexual energy or their sacred love energy. That's where I think that, you know, they've had to learn that to not cause those towers anymore. They have a lot of passion, whoever this is. That fire is coming through hot, you know, and heavy. So let's get clarity. 9 of Cups. Oh my God, with the 9 of Coins. 9 is now important then. So yeah, emotional fulfillment, their rewards for their labour. So they've been really holding, I'm hearing fasting. You know, maybe there's been some kind of period of celibacy or retention or whatever, but they do really, they've been putting in the work. And this is where that emotional fulfillment is coming in. New perspective, Hangman. They needed that pause. Sacred pause. They've been learning so much. My God. The Hierophant. Oh, there's too many cards here. I'll take them now. The Hierophant, Knight of Cups, and the Fool. Okay, so yeah, this is where they're changing the outcome. That Fool is, again, it's come out twice. So that is that free-spirited, you know, hopeful, let's do this energy. Still not knowing what lays ahead, but honouring that they are taking that jump. And also, it's actually 1333 as I'm looking at the clock right now. So that is such an important number here. Jupiter as well, expansion. So they want to do things the right way. They'll become way more grounded in their heart space. That Knight of Cups are following the heart, not just led by illusion anymore. But actually, I'm seeing, you know, like the old school courting energy. Like it's like they've got that energy, you know, like they really want to invest, put the effort into where they're going, moving forwards. But again, it is a leap of faith. So they're holding faith right now. There's someone who they really do hold on to that faith and see things going their way, you know, maybe they'll visualize it, whatever. King of Coins in reverse, ruled by materialism. Yeah, they were. This is the path they followed. They didn't do things, you know, together. They did things very me, whoever this is, okay? This is where there's change, okay? They're recognizing their own red flags. The Devil again, and this is where they're understanding that actually that was to do with their choice that they made, love or money. The Queen of Wands in reverse. They're recognizing, hold on, big lessons here, big red flags. The Devil, strings attached. They made some decisions. Maybe they had contracted in something, you know, soul agreement, yeah, but I mean actually in the physical, maybe legal stuff that was keeping them bound here with the decisions they made. Whoa, way too many. Okay, let's get a couple more just to clarify. Okay, Judgment. They're needing to step it up. This isn't just about doing things small, and this is why they're coming out as the Emperor there, King of Wands as well, King of Fire. So they're needing to step up into their courageous leadership energy, and they're recognizing this. They've seen that it's not just about that Knight of Wands sweeping you off your feet, you know, fantasy, impulse, you know, passion is leading. No. This is about grounding it down, stepping it up and listening to the higher calling. This is what they're doing. This is what they've been learning in this pause. That's why that solar flash has come out for them. They've had a serious ascension, which means they've had some serious towers, okay? Mental strength, they've had to gain a lot of mental strength, whoever this is. Spiritual mastery as well. Okay, yeah, this is where they can take that Ace of Coins. And it does say on here, risky endeavour. So it is something that they know they have to take that leap of faith in, which is why they're holding on to that faith that I was talking about. They're holding faith that there's better times ahead, truly. There's too many cards. Let's get another one. One more. Some clarity. Yeah, Eight of Coins. Dedication to the craft. They're going to put in that work. They're going to put in that dedication. They're going to put in that effort, okay? Let's just get some more to get some clarity. Yeah, this is a ship. Celtic, not unconditional love. The ship here, number 3, number 10. So going places, adventure, vehicle, vacation, trip, enterprise, movement, with the wind, swift, travel, overseas. That's them. They're looking ahead now. Remember that chariot, that drive? It's undeniable with whoever this is. They want something big. They want long term. I mean, they've been focused on love instead of money, but now that they're finding that balance within, it is still important for them to have some kind of abundance, and to them it looks a certain way, fragile, glass heart. Number 11, okay, so I think that they might have been coming out of something, is what I'm hearing here, especially with this Queen of Wands in reverse and all of this, and the red flags and strings attached. They're feeling very vulnerable, delicate, sensitive, but they want to open up. They want to open up and apologise, is what I'm hearing. They want to be transparent. They are going to be asking for forgiveness, whoever this is. And this energy of they know they need to handle this carefully wherever they're moving forwards. There's something about creating a connection here. It does say in here taking a risk, and that's another confirmation, the rings, soul agreements. Some things are going to be coming full circle right now. And just like reaping what you sow once again. So this is what they're hoping to do. They're holding on to whatever this is. They're thinking that they're moving towards their soul agreement right now. And that's what one of their biggest driving forces is just holding on to that. But they have had a lot of obstacles that they've been having to, it's been complicated. They've been tangled up. Every time they've wanted to move forward, they've been tangled up. But with this sky, that's ending. This is it. I don't think it's come, okay, we've got 23 and 10. I don't think this is 23rd of October could be important. I think this has been a lot of shocks. They've had to have a lot of shocks. And within the next 7 days, there's going to be something as well that comes through that's really going to help them to release whatever this entanglement is that they seem to be in, okay? They're going to be harvesting. They're entering harvest season, whoever this is, truly. Very unexpected things that have been happening for them, you know, truly. I think that they're about to make some unexpected things to happen themselves. Hell, strategic planning. This is them going on their own course now. They're steering clear of these red flags. They're finally getting it. They're finally understanding 15 and 13. They're in control now. Again, there's some kind of this new sense of freedom, self-determination. They're going places. Again, going places. It's a big deal. They might very well be going places like traveling. Okay. Yeah, they're getting way more precise with what they want to do. They're planning. They're in plan mode. Rider, green light. Progress. There's progress here. Okay. Megaphone. 12, going public, being heard, shining, spotlight, amplify, publish, broadcast, wider audience, speaking up, increasing visibility, bold, major announcement. I think they're about to make some kind of announcement, especially within the next 7 to 14 days. That's going to unfold, whatever it is. Wow. They are moving forwards. But they're very much paying attention to what's held them back this entire time. Okay, yes, snake. Right, yeah, the snake, the archer. So the snake is all about, it's number 7, the deception, the jealousy, the betrayal, the backstabbing, the toxic, silent treatment, seduction, sexuality, counterproductive. And with this archer, they're seeing where they're headed, and they're seeing how their inner child wounds held them back, were stored in that sacral center, and were being manifest in ways that they weren't connecting from a deeper level. Their connections were unhealthy. You know, some of them that clearly meant something here, fueled by a mindset that was not in alignment with their true heart's wishes, their truth. They were so detached from that, you know. So they ended up in this toxic energy themselves. But now, with this number 1, they're being very careful with their aim. This is why they're on target, right? They're shooting straight. They're being very precise, and they're implementing a strategy this time. No more just impulse and go and drive, you know. The inner child, they've been really working with their inner child, clearly. I'm seeing someone going to therapy to understand what's been happening with their inner child. Yeah. Snowflake, once again, very vulnerable, number 9. Original, delicate situation, one of a kind, handle with care. That's where they're going. They know that where they're going, then he's going to handle it with care. Being precise, that's come out on like one after the other now 3 times. Fragile, there's a change of state here. They want to change, remember changing the outcome. They think that when I said that it feels like something's done, it's not. It's like it's frozen in time and that's it. It's not. They're coming to melt the ice. Interesting. And they know that they need to handle this very carefully, where they're about to go take action and go towards. That's the Queen of Cups. She's so compassionate and loving. Don't want to mess that up, okay? The Tree. Past life connection, it could be, okay, number 5, number 7. Grounded, fertility, lineage, health, vitality, personal growth, evolving, connection to divine. So yeah, personal growth has been just, I think that if this is someone you're connected to, their personal growth is going to shock you. It's going to shock you. This is, it kind of wanted to come through, so there's something major and unexpected happening, okay? I think that Tower, I don't know, I think it's going to test them a bit, but this is where they're going to finally say, this is what I get to end now. No more stringing along, no more complications. Yeah, the Fox, that's all self-interest, you know, deceit, like something, they're going to know something's off, whatever's happening, they're going to know. You know, this is what's going to help. Another trap, could be a red head involved or something. Cunning, sly, craft, wrong, sharp. They need to be mindful. And this is where they're learning how to operate without everybody knowing their next moves. Yep, look at that Sun, big divine masculine energy. The Clover, number 2 and number 6, happy coincidence. So something, they're going to be feeling way more carefree. There's going to be, a reward, good fortune coming their way, right? But they need to be mindful that it's not just short-lived. Again, this is why they're going to have that energy, that Tower energy coming through to remind them. Check yourself. This is a divine masculine. There's energy, there's power, but do not let that pride, that ego get in the way of that success. That is also on that card. Okay. Clarity, yeah, Island. This is where I think this is what they're learning in the past, that they have let that energy lead. Again, that sexual energy, the impulse, the drive, whatever it is, or even just some kind of that strings attack, addicted energy. You know, the addictions, obsessions, set them feeling lonely. You know, isolated, solo. So it says separation here as well. So maybe they are experiencing separation. This is why they want to change the outcome. You know, melt the ice kind of thing. They maybe have been quite standoffish right now, but I think there's something about protecting themselves that's really important for them, okay? Especially with how fragile they're feeling right now. So fragile. Yeah, ball and chain. This is why. This is exactly what I've been saying. They've been handling this. 35, stuck, way down, restrictions, addictions, heavy burdens, baggage, codependency, trapped, difficult relationship. this is that they really are coming out, that Queen of Wands in reverse, that 10 of Coins in reverse, that 2 of Swords in reverse, attention, red flags, it literally says. That's what they've been dealing with. And having major epiphanies about major learning cycles. Number 26, aha moment, discovery, breakthrough, reveal, realize, enlightenment, epiphany, illumination, invent, intellect. So this is what's allowing them to finally move forward. The Lily. Number 30, no longer being that energy, right? And now they're becoming way more established. They've got their ambition back. The achievement is on their mind. You know, longevity, they want to retire early. They've got this maturity about them. They're career driven. There's some kind of virtue as well. So that sexual energy, clearly they've been working on it, because this is coming up with virtue. They've realized they're honoring the sacredness of that energy finally within themselves and with others, which is why that Queen of Cups is coming out. So I just feel like this, I don't want to say innocence, because it makes it sound like, I feel like she's very strong. She's got healthy boundaries, you know, but she's also so, just like this beauty of her heart shines through. It's incredible. And that 6 of Coins with her, that giving and receiving, you know, especially with that gift. Maybe there is going to be gift giving here. Maybe that's a love language or whatever you want to call it. Very intuitive, so intuitive, okay. But yeah, Lily, that's beautiful. We'll get one more just to get some clarity to this beautiful message. God, there's definitely movement. Ooh, Milky Way. Again, expanding, bigger audience. That's a big thing. So maybe something online is going to pop off, but also I think that maybe this is someone who's connected online, okay? Number 20, networking, marketing, internet fame, expand, spotlight, innumerable, social media, publicity, connected, exposure. I think this is where they're learning the difference between what was holding them back, that they thought wasn't, they didn't see it. They saw, like I said, the external, the Queen of Wands, you know, she looks a certain way. She's got this, you know, in reverse, I think that upright, she's like so unique and authentic and loves her own vibe and all that stuff. In reverse, I feel like she's following the trends. She's ticking all the boxes that society wants her to tick, to look like this and to be like this, you know. And someone's realizing that, oh wait, that was what's stopping me. That was what's preventing me from moving forwards, actually. So they were very much, they had to break up the societal view, that lens, you know. Again, they've been honoring their high level divine interventions to see what their higher eye is telling them, and they're removing, purging. That even says deleting. So I do think maybe something about their online presence is really important. They're becoming way more stable, okay? Now, I'm going to get these just to see the connection that's involved. If there's any messages for the connection that's involved. Any messages for the connection. Honeymoon. So again, this could be about, maybe there was a period of like, it felt like a honeymoon phase that you had together, which is why it ended in the way that it did, you know. But also maybe it's about enjoying, focusing on enjoying that time together. Maybe that's some of the language, quality time. Forgiving and learning unrequited love. So someone definitely acted like this, like they weren't interested, or I don't know, some kind of avoidance here was taking place massively. But I think that it has massively to do with that ball and chain energy. They had addictions going on. They were way down, were way more. You would not want this version of them if this is that connection. But I also think, remember that little inner child that was coming through? I think that they were telling themselves a lot of different stories that wasn't necessarily the actual truth of the situation, and their environment was supporting that. Okay, so there's forgiving and learning coming here. As you release and heal the past, you experience more love in your present moments, and this is going to have to be a two-way thing. So there's going to be some important conversations coming through, okay? Just get another card here for this beautiful energy that wants to come through. What do you need to be aware of? Because there's action that you're going to be taking, that is for sure. King of Fire, the Divine Masculine, the Chariot, wow. Your dreams need a practical plan, so be mindful. And when that Tower occurs, understand that nothing can come of it. It's up to you. Nothing's yet set in stone, so hold your vision. It's all about how you decide to move forward now, how you allow these different energies to impact you and different things that are coming to the surface, okay? Time to give rather than take. It's time to take action. So this is, nothing's going to come of this until they take the action. That's becoming very prevalent to them. They know that they need to put their dreams here into a practical plan. This is their vision. Nothing is set in stone because it's up to them to step out of their comfort zone and do this now. This is a big test for them, you know, not even anyone connected to them. It's them versus themselves now, because this is how they get to step into that beautiful divine masculine energy and see whether they're ready. And it's okay if they're not fully ready, but it's about becoming that and holding faith in that and embodying that truly. And that's a beautiful energy in itself to be in, if that's your goal. You know what I mean? That is your success driven. It's not about being perfect, but it's about doing the right thing and taking those steps that you're being divinely guided to clearly to do. Okay, beautiful. Oh, you got this. Sending love.